sit, sit, sit. You want this? Hi everyone, and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. Happy Friday. So what we're gonna be doing today is gonna be a little bit different, and hopefully you guys have fun with it. She just stole one of my props. So for today, what I want us to do is I want us to go around our home and collect random objects. Now, I want you guys to turn this into a game. I want you to see like who can find like the weirdest objects, or like something blue, something red, something that's a circle. So you can make it into a game, especially depending on the age of the student you're doing this with. If you're, doing this with a 4-year-old, doing it as a color finding game could be great. And so when you find these objects, we're gonna have to try to turn them into a drawing. So I was gonna use that ball as one of my examples. Pepper, can I have it back? Pepper, can I have it back? Where's the ball? So you could take a ball. Oh, no, she's not gonna let that happen. So you could either take a ball, or you could take a pair of needle nose pliers, a little circle ring thing. I don't even remember what this is from. I have a little binder clip, which could be fun because it can open or close. And then I have this dongle from a computer. So lots of different objects. Obviously my drawings are gonna turn out different than yours, and that's what's gonna make this fun. So go collect your objects. If you wanna collect one that's maybe the same, maybe you guys have a binder clip. Maybe I'll also go grab a paper clip because I think everyone has a paper clip. So, but they're gonna be different. So don't worry, I wanna see how creative you can be. So let's go find those objects. So now that we've collected our objects, we're going to try to brainstorm what each one can be turned into. So we got our binder clip, a circle, needle nose pliers, and a dongle. Now your objects are obviously going to be different, so you can watch my examples, my samples, and then come up with your own crazy ideas. So now remember, your objects, some of them might move, you might be able to interact with them, and how they're laying on the page, you're going to end up probably taking a photo of this as your final thing, or you could decide to trace it and draw it in, but really play with how does your object move, how can it exist, what's the best way, most creative way you can see making it. So I would recommend drawing it in pencil first. Now, depending on who you're working with, you might want to trace it so you kind of know where your object is, or you don't have to if you know you can keep it still enough. So I want you to brainstorm, what can this be? What I'm kind of picturing is a dragonfly, like this is the head, the body, and then maybe if we elongate this into a tail. So I'm going to start here with some eyes. And you can go ahead, after you draw it in pencil, you can go ahead and like outline it in pen or in marker, or if you want to color it. And again, yours are going to be different. This is just an example. I mean, if you have a binder clip in your house, you can go ahead and do this one and practice. But again, this is about how creative can you be? Where can your mind take you? And maybe you need to do some research and think about different animals. I see a lot of animals in everyday objects. I'm going to try to get my wings to be the same size. I always have trouble with that. And that's why I do it in pencil first. That looks ish. Oops. Put that back. And I like how these exist as photos afterwards. Or you could tape it on or glue it on if you're willing to let it be permanent. Now elongate the body. Dragonflies are kind of big. And I add some detail in the wing. And I've laid out a bunch of different supplies because the great thing about this project is you can go ahead and add detail or color in any medium you want: markers, colored pencils, crayons, literally anything in your house. You can go ahead and add some details and get super creative. Or if you want to put these drawings in an environment, what if I cut this out, glued that onto the paper, and put it in the window? That could be interesting. So I want you guys to play with, where does your art exist? I tell my students that all the time, because it doesn't just have to exist in your sketchbook or on the table, on the wall. It can exist other places, especially right now where we're like stuck inside our home. Be creative about where your art lives after you're done with it. I kind of like the idea of this one being put on the window. So there we go, I'm done with this one. And so I could go ahead, outline it, add some color, just even give it a quick wash. I don't even remember what color dragonflies are, but definitely not this color, but I'll go with it. Kind of reminding me more like a real dragon, or in my mind, what a real dragon would look like. Kind of am liking that. And see, look, at my art, it always tends to go a little like abstract, because that's just my style. So I want you guys to start to find out, what is your style? We have a lot of time on our hands. It's a good time to express what our style is. Start to kind of have some freedom with it. So there's my first one. And now let's move on to our second object. Now for this one, it could be so many things. It's a circle. So obviously I think a lot of you have circle, whether it's a circle of tape or a circle of anything. So I feel like this is a really good one. Maybe I should have let off with this one. And you can even take one object and turn it into multiple different things. This could be a one-eyed person. It could be a globe. It could be a turtle. It could be so many different things. But I'm going to personally go with a globe. And I'm going to actually trace this one, because I'm going to do it a couple times. And there's nothing saying you can't move your object around and like give it another trace if you wanted to, or you can leave it kind of sitting put. So I'm going to do like a globe-ish. I'm really focusing on shape and form, trying to make this look a little three-dimensional, like it's sitting on a stand. And then I'm going to move it out of the way for a second to get some of these details in, because this is how it's like sitting up on this. I forget how globes work. Isn't there a little ring like this around? Because it kind of floats there. And then I'll put in continents. Please don't judge my continents. I'm just trying to go off of some memory here. Thinking this is Africa. Maybe I should have been looking at an image. And I didn't want to just put the US right here in the middle. I was trying to be a little different. Okay, there's my globe, and I could go ahead and add some value if I wanted to. Make it look dark over here. Maybe put some shadow on the ground. And I can put this back to show you like, okay, turn that, oh, maybe this way. Look at that. No, I like it this way better. Turn that into a globe. Kind of like it existing without it better, but that's okay. And whereas I like this one existing with it. Now I want to see what you can create with your everyday objects. They might turn out good, they might not turn out good, but you know what? I hope you have fun, and I hope you treat it more like a game. Maybe do it like kind of like, you know, I Spy, and see where it takes you, see where it can evolve. So I hope you had fun creating with us today using everyday objects. I know I had a lot of fun with this one. I had to tape it on there to get it to stay because it really just wants to exist on the flat surface. So that's why I said, you know, you might want to take a picture of it and see that might be his final product, or maybe you trace that body and then I could put it up in the window like I mentioned. So I hope you had fun. I hope you played and really experimented, and I hope you join us tomorrow for another day of Art with Miss Choate. Remember, if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and that way you get notified every day, 9 a.m. bright and early, I post that video. So please do follow along and share it. Please comment, tell me what you like. Tell me if you liked this. I'm trying to come up with new ideas and try and keep it playful on Friday, trying to keep it light for the weekends. And so let me know, and let me know what you want to see. So I hope you have a great day and have a great weekend, and join us for Art with Miss Choate. Bye.